All right, good morning, April 2nd, 2021. And here on the Ocean Lake Trail in Florida, just getting started for the day. It's a 61-mile trail, and surprisingly, it is 50 degrees this morning. So out should be a nice cool weekend, and let's get it started. Okay, so just getting started on the trail. You crossed Highway 441. And I love this little section at the very beginning. And I've actually never been here this time of year where it's actually mowed and you're not just trying to bushwhack your way through here. So, and then we're gonna go out here and got about 3.5 mile road walk. It's dirt road before we get back into the woods. So, all right, still road walking, and that woods down there is where we came from. So there's actually a mine right here you have to walk around, so that's why I've got to walk to the east here and then back north and then back west again to get around it. It's a no trespassing, so I think that adds an extra 2 miles on, but whatever, it's easy walking. Okay, almost 3 miles into it, and you can see the road behind me. Finally coming to the end of the road walk. This is the only road walk on the whole Ocean Lakes, and so, well, that's not true. Technically at the end, a little bit through town, and here we'll go on. Oh yeah, orange blaze. Okay, so this is the walk after the road, which is like on this little berm, and you can see the 2 tracks just a little bit. And I've only been out here one other time, and this was probably waist high. I think it was summer or maybe spring, late spring. Anyway, it was like waist high. It was crazy. So this is such a treat to walk through. And I just saw a huge turkey, but he took off running before I get him on video. And some hawks flying around, and so yeah, good start to the hike so far. Wildlife, here we go. And then we're gonna go right to the metal stop in front of us, hanging right into the woods. So I just got off that area, and these are way new, and they actually look new this year. Some nice benches to sit on, place to hang your pack. Wow, this is super nice. So this is a beautiful section of the trail, and kind of small pines. Trying not to get you in the sun here, and orange blaze. It's just beautiful. This is the Dupree wildlife management area, and I've hiked a lot of the Dupree area, and it's really pretty. It's almost all like this. So this is what's kind of cool on this trail is in 61 miles you have all different kinds, because we're going to go through wet prairie, we're going to go through pine forests, oaks, and pine is where we're going to be staying tonight if I can get there. That's almost 19 miles. So, but we're making really good time. Did almost 4 miles in the first hour, so cranking along. I think I've got 4 more miles, and then stop and take a break. I know there's a campsite that has a pitcher pump to get some water. Here's a really nice section of trail, really pretty. See the tall trees. They've obviously had some kind of wildfire back here recently in the last year or so, since last time I was here. I don't remember all was burned. Yeah, I just went through a little section that was well underwater last time I was here, and it wasn't even muddy now. So trail is way drier than I remember, at least at this point. So, oh, this is so pretty. This is like an area I'm gonna be camping under tonight, I think. So got about 2.5 miles to the first campsite where I'm gonna take a break, and about 12 miles left for the day. All right, coming into Loop Camp 4, which is 8.7 miles in. And so I'm gonna take a quick break here and get some water because they got a pitcher pump. Hopefully it's working. Take a break, eat some lunch, show you around. So this is where we started, all through here, and we're right here. We're going down to here today. All right, so this is the Loop 4 campsite. Just got done eating lunch. Fire ring there. Picnic table on the other side of this tree where I've been hanging out in the shade. There's one there, another one there, another fire ring. And tons of places to camp. You could camp up here if it wasn't windy and stuff, but back in the trees, it's all flat and just beautiful. There's camping back down here, back all over there, back through here. There's a little pathway, it goes back into another open area. You could easily fit 40, 50 tents up here. So just a beautiful area, and here I am. Just been hanging out in the shade, relaxing, eating lunch, and getting ready to hit the road for 10 more miles to camp for tonight. Here's the trail, and I'm just walking along. Kind of been like this for a while. It's actually nice. You can tell they mowed it down. This part of the trail is pretty decent. Just walking through a scattered pine forest. So, after I recorded this last little clip, I realized I lost my buff. Somehow it blew off of my shoulder. So I turned around and walked about a third of a mile back. Found it finally. Luckily it was on the trail, because I really like this buff. This is my Florida buff. So anyway, now I've turned around and I'm hiking back to get back to where I was a little bit ago. So I hate detours. I hate, especially when they're my own fault. I don't do it too often, but when I do, it just sucks. And yet still different terrain. So you can tell this is probably usually has some water on it, because it's all, brown matted down. It was really brown back there. Some wet trees, you could tell, some small cypress trees. But yeah, it's completely dry. But just nice walking right here. Beautiful part of the trail. Got about 0.7 to the next campground. I think I'll stop and take a break, and then I think 5 miles after that, or 4 miles. I don't know, we'll look and see when we get there. Check this out. Nice green tunnel here. Just walking through, all the trees are grown over on top. Oh, this is cool. Was not expecting this in Florida. This is just like up in Georgia. Coming up to another campsite. So this is the one where I'm going to take a little break, and that's a nice picnic table and some benches, fire pit, and oh yeah, I heard about this. It's got hammock hangs. Check this out. Check these hammock hangs out. Oh, it doesn't get nicer than that. Put in for permanent. There's two here, 2 down there. Wow, this is awesome. And then you got water access right here. Nice canal. Can't beat that. So after just my short little stop here at the power line campsite, and they call it the power line because, as you can see across the road, high tension power lines are across the canal. But boy, those are the nicest hammock hangs I think I've ever seen on any trail. So those look brand new, a whole 4 hammocks. Yeah, awesome, and beautiful spot. Can't beat it right here next to this canal. You got water, you got a fire pit. What else you need? about 4.5 miles to go for the day, and I will be done. So, got past power lines back in the woods, and you can tell this is normally all underwater. If you look at the way it is. And I looked at gut hooks and it said back in November the next 4 miles were all underwater. So, but right now it's dry. I'm sure I'll find some water here in a bit, but you can see, I mean, there's normally add up on that tree right there. It's a good foot deep. So I'm happy right now. It's not beautiful cypress though. All right, made it to the little gopher campsite. This is where I'm going in for tonight. It's got some table or some benches, a fire ring. There was water 0.1 back. Not bad. I'm in a good spot here. Okay, all set up here at camp. You can see the tent right here, just off the fire pit area, and I've got the benches. So just sitting here, hanging out for a little bit. I had to go 0.1 back to where the water source was, so I went back and got that. Got some water filled up for tonight and in the morning, and it's way low. I mean, way low. I was surprised from everything I'd read how high it was, but actually it didn't run into any water on the trail this whole section, which was amazing. So although I know tomorrow will be there'll be some water for sure. Tomorrow's about a 22-mile day, so that will happen. There's a wet parade I have to go through. But for a recap for today, 18.6 miles, a little bit longer than I like to do on my first day, but to be able to do the Ocean of the Lakes in 3 days, 61 miles. You got to equal out about 20 miles a day. So got here and all set up, make some dinner here shortly, and get to bed. So from the Ocean of the Lakes, this is Half Mile. See you tomorrow.